Namaskaram, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great privilege and pleasure meeting you once again on the subject of theory of happiness. I'm sure you're all doing very well. So going forward, let me add one more interesting anecdote for you. Many of my friends have expressed to have started meditating after the interactive session we had. They raised one interesting question that their mind is not really keeping quiet and it is keep on wandering, and what do we do with that? So I wanted to give them a kind of a insight that what you really try to do when you are dealing with your mind. So in my previous videos I have attempted to give you some perspective that we are not the mind. Mind is one of those instruments that was given to us, as we have the hands or legs and things like that. So it's all depends on how we are using the mind, it depends on the quality of our life. So currently the whole humanity is going through a tremendous amount of turmoil, and lots of people are getting depressed and getting into more and more serious consequences in their life. So is there any redemption for this or not is a very important question we need to answer. So I would like to take few minutes to give you some perspectives that how do you really manage your mind. In the first instant, that those who have been meditating for many years or those who are trying to learn meditation will realize that sitting in one place without any movement for 15 to 20 minutes is a very big task for human beings, for the simple reasons we are accustomed to keep doing something all the time. Even if we are not physically doing something, our mind is constantly in a turmoil, keep on processing millions of thoughts. So we are not very conscious of what thought our mind is processing. But every thought that the mind processes really leads to some kind of emotions. Invariably these emotions are negative in nature, which really produces a lot of ill effects in our body. So going forward, we need to realize that controlling the mind is not the purpose of meditation. Knowing the mind is the purpose of meditation. There is a significant difference between knowing the mind and controlling the mind. So most of us in the common circumstances, as we have grown from childhood, we are not very clear about what is mind and where it is and how it is performing, etc. But we are invariably live our life as what our mind keeps on thinking. So it's extremely important for you to realize that if you want to take charge of your life, you need to know your mind. So in this series of theory of happiness, I would like to give you some more deeper perspective and understanding how to really notice that there is something called a mind. Recently one of the lectures Sadhguru was saying, if you really want to know what your mind is processing at any given point in time, and if you have a tape recorder or some kind of a recording mechanism which is attached to your mind for about an hour or so, and then you start listening to it, then you will realize that the mind was processing many different thoughts which are generally disjointed, negative in nature, and creating some kind of a negative sensation to us. So in the normal circumstances, since we live our life with the mind being active, we really don't know what the mind is doing. So it's very important in the context of theory of happiness, we need to understand what the mind is all about. So going forward, I will try and give you some more deeper understanding on this subject, and then also give you some suggestions for how to tame your mind so that your life can become a more controlled and peaceful. Thank you very much once again. It's a wonderful opportunity talking to you on this subject. God bless you. Take care.